What is up, everybody? My name is Jensen, and welcome back to another episode of Tea Talk, The Pursuit of Happiness. I'm currently filming this at, it's just past half past 12. Just past half past 12, just sort of like try to wrap that. And I'm very tired. I've been having many long days, and I think since the last episode, I'll be honest, I'm in a bit of a sticky situation. Um, Not because I'm a goose sniffer, shout out to those people, but it's because I've been going out a lot and trying to keep myself busy, and which, if you think about it, is kind of not the point here. For someone who believes he's overworking himself, I don't think the point or the solution is to continue working or do even more, take on even more challenges or tasks. So I don't know how to feel about doing more work. And special announcement, I just got a job. So I don't know. But again, this is, like I said, Tea Talk. This series is me sitting in front of a camera and just talking my thoughts and my feelings out into, kind of like self-discussing how to truly feel happy. So it is going to be many processes of trial and error. And who knows, maybe if I find a way to manage my workload and my time as I go on this journey, then me getting this new job doing sales is a wonderful thing to happen. But I want to stop putting myself in a box of overthinking and instead be willing to take the jump, even if the result is not what I'm looking for, or even if the result is not beneficial to me, or maybe even detrimental to me. I am so sick of caging myself up into the box of overthinking and playing it safe that I would much rather jump and dive into the pool of the unknown, where the actions I take may potentially get me hurt or may potentially not cause me any benefit. But I would still rather do that than cage myself up into this box of overthinking and fear and worry. So that's one thing, right, that I'm gonna try and figure out as we go along this journey. Another thing, this is the main point that I do want to talk about, is I figured out that one thing I want to try is I want to try traveling. So I stay in KL, right? And one thing I want to try is taking a trip out of KL at least once a month. So this month, which is, today is the 30th of July, so there's not much of a month left. But there is the 31st, and tomorrow, well, today is the 31st because it's past 12. Today I'll be going to Kuala Selangor, which is this cool little, like, if I'm not mistaken, like a seaside town. You got fireflies, you got these traditional like war memorials, you got this fort, you got a lighthouse to check out. What you don't have is these annoying bikes that go revving at midnight. So more peace and more life. Jokes aside, though, I'm genuinely excited because I feel like going back to the box that we cage ourselves up in, right? The box of overthinking and worrying and playing it safe. I feel like I never truly took the chance to travel, whether it's solo. No, sorry. Solo. I'm referring to solo travel. Like, I never really took the chance to just travel by myself. So yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. I would love to document some parts of it, but I think I want to prioritize just enjoying being outdoors and exploring a new place, because I think by being able to see more of the world, I can appreciate, there's more things for me to appreciate, there's more things for me to explore, and that might be a key to finding happiness. So yeah, we'll figure it out. But I would love to take you guys on a bit of this journey. But bless and love. and I wish you a wonderful day. So we are en route to Kuala Selangor now. I'm really tired in the bus right now. I don't want to vlog too much because, again, like with Tea Talk, it is to find what true happiness is. And what I want to do for this trip is just be present and enjoy the environment and explore without having to like film too much. So I won't be vlogging too much, but I'd also like to take you guys around for a little bit. But yeah, I'll see you guys there. Look at this place. Look at the architecture. And there's another temple there as well. There's a building there. And then like the houses are like traditional village style houses. It's so beautiful here. And it's so quiet, so peaceful. Yeah, this is so nice. All right, I actually want to go explore now. Love. Okay, so this is another temple. Look how beautiful this is. You know, I really like coming to temples because it just makes me feel calm. Because look at how gorgeous this thing is. I'm trying to backstep so I can show you guys the holistic view. My God, wow. Beautiful. So we just checked out the temples and now walked across the bridge back to where, nearby where the bus dropped me off. And I was walking around trying to look for a convenience store because I have a 100+ addiction that I need to create, that I need to, satisfy. But I saw like someone said on one of them stores, it said there's Ice Cream Malaysia. So here we are in this store. The wonderful lady that runs it is behind, but she introduced me to this mango jelly thing as well. So yeah, just having a good time, and then we'll continue our journey. But again, it's like one thing I'm learning as well is I should be okay with taking breaks, even if it means that the breaks I'm taking is longer than what I initially set for me to take a break, right? So even if the duration of the break is longer than I expected, we should be okay with taking breaks, and we shouldn't stress so much about it. So yeah, next up we're going to the forts, I think, but I'm mainly just trying to enjoy it for myself, but also taking you guys along for some of it. So yeah, love and bless. So we're climbing this beautiful hill here, and there's a lighthouse behind us there. But I'm taking in this beautiful view. I mean, if I show you, you can't really see much of it because it's going against the sunlight, but it's not bad. That should be the sea right there. And yeah, power, let's go. And there's the lighthouse there. Also mind the hat here, or the cap head. But I'm just taking in this view, and I think one thing I've always known that I want to add on to like this whole pursuit of happiness thing is, I guess whenever we feel too stressed out by the hustle and bustle of the city, it's good to just, for me anyways, personally, it's good to not even like go into nature, but just take myself out of it every now and then. So like for me, I would go back to my hometown every now and then, or I would just take a trip that's outside of the city a little bit. Sometimes I might just hide at home, but right now I don't want to lock myself up in my room and just do nothing. I feel like I'm gonna rot, right? So yeah, today we're here in Kuala Selangor, which is this smaller town area, and just taking in the view, and it's beautiful, it's phenomenal. And especially when you immerse yourself in nature, for me at least, I find that I feel like when you look at nature, I feel so connected to it and so much a part of it that it's almost as if the other problems in my life doesn't matter, or it's no longer as significant. And look at that lighthouse. That is definitely not nature, but it is still beautiful. And it's just like every now and then go out like go out, like leave the town or leave the big city that you stay in or leave this area that you feel so stuck and congested in. Like, oh my God, you know, I'm seeing the same, well, you never really see the same people living in a big city, but you know, you're going through the same routine every day. And for me, routine is like my kryptonite. I can't do it. So that's why I really just like, and I'm very proud of myself because I felt like, I think earlier on in this video, I talk about how I feel like I was always too hesitant or too scared to just like go out and go explore and be like, whoo, you know, like this is, let's explore, let's take a look around, let's adventure. So I'm very proud of myself for just booking this bus ticket and figuring things out as I go. But just look at this view, you know, it is so beautiful here. Yeah, and I don't know, like I just feel the presence of my loved ones and I feel pretty happy. So yeah, it's nice here. All right, we're a little bit closer to the lighthouse now. It's right behind us. Unfortunately, we can't really go in. I think that's usually the case for lighthouses. They kind of keep them closed. You can admire them from the outside, but that's about it. Yeah, and then we got these cannons. It's pretty cool. I'm having fun. Yeah, I'm having fun. Yeah. I'm all right. Oh, we got a couple monkeys. Oh, couple birds as well. Ooh. Oh, he's eating. He is eating. See, I think it's like what it is, you know, it's like simple things in life, like just seeing a bunch of monkeys do their thing does cheer me up. So there you go. Okay, buddy. Yo! All right, bud. Let's go. So now that we're just sat waiting for our food, we'll sit my suntan, sunburnt, overcooked chicken looking ass down, and we can just talk about, you know, the pursuit of happiness. I think for this trip, genuinely worth it. Oh, first of all, I'm not gonna hide. Look at my cap head. Look at that. I feel like George Washington is the only person who wore a wig harder and crustier than this hair right now. But let's talk about the pursuit of happiness. I think for me, like on this trip, it is really a good thing because I feel like, first of all, I'm proud of myself for finally breaking out of this shell of like, oh, I want to go somewhere, but it's too much commitment. Or what if I miss out on something that's happening at home? Bro, let me tell you, nothing's happening back in KL, bro. Well, for me anyways. So nothing's happening at home, bro. But yeah, I kept worrying like, oh, what if, you know, my friends go out and all that. Like, no, there's no such worry. Trust me on that. So I feel like I finally managed to break out of that worry of like, oh my God, what if I miss out? If I leave this place, I'm gonna miss out on something. What if I don't go to uni? What if, you know, I don't work as much? Which I will address. This work part I have to address. But I just feel like I could finally take a chance, take a jump, take a leap, and just say, hey, I'll buy these bus tickets, show up and see Wagwan, see what's up. So I'm quite proud of myself for that. We'll high five ourselves for that. Another point though, going to the work part now, which is one thing that I do want to work on. I think in the first episode or something I talked about how I feel like I'm overworking myself and how when I don't do work I have this anxiety that kind of like really is like, oh my God, I'm not doing enough, I'm gonna fail, and it's just like this vicious cycle that's constantly, it's very incapacitating. It really does incapacitate me and my speech. But the one thing that I'm not too happy about is I found myself thinking a lot about work. I found myself thinking a lot about music, about content, about podcasting, about how I will literally be starting my first day of work tomorrow. Throughout the day as I'm exploring from places to place, right? As I went to the temples, as I went to check out the wonderful hill, as I, spoke to the locals, as I went to the cafe, stuff like that, I found myself constantly thinking about work, am I doing enough? And I did try to shut it off. I think a certain point where I made it a rule where I can only think about work or do work when I take breaks while walking. So that's something that I actively, it is a decision or a system that I actively placed, where I tell myself, all right, I want to do work, I want to think about work. Okay, then we stop, we take a break, then I'll do work, right? And so at the meantime, I can rest my legs, I can rest my body, because, I'm getting beat up by the sun, evidently, right? I look like annoying orange. So, yeah. So this is a system that I integrated, where I'm like, all right, if I want to do work, if I want to think about work, let's stop, take a break, let our body rest, and then I can do work. But then when I go back to touring around and walking, exploring, and talking to people, I try to just blank it out and tell myself, hey, I already did work, right? Maybe it's not enough, maybe it's not perfect, maybe it doesn't mean I'm going to be successful right away, but it's okay, it's part of the process. It's a part of the process, fam, So yeah. I know this is called Tea Talk. We don't have tea right now. We have 100 plus, which I'm manifesting. One day, 100 plus is gonna sponsor me. All right, and you guys watching, I hope you guys believe in me that 100 plus will sponsor me one day. So yeah, if they can sponsor, hey, if Nike can sponsor lifestyle people too, why can't 100 plus? That's all I'm saying. So cheers. Ooh, let's set the toast. Okay, cheers to me figuring out how to at least slow down the overthinking of me not doing enough work. I'm proud of myself for figuring that out. Although it's very slow, although it's not a completely figuring it out thing, and it's just partially, I'm glad I'm starting to figure it out. I'm glad I'm starting to integrate systems such as only doing work when I'm allowing my body to rest. So cheers to that. I'm proud of myself. Bless and love. All right, it's a little bit too dark to see the fireflies on this Android camera that I talked to you guys about, but being on the pursuit for happiness, this is really nice, because you can see like little glitters and little sparkles in front of you, like fairy dust, just in between the branches, in between the leaves. It's very peaceful, and I think it just takes my mind away from music and chasing success and numbers and work and doing more and more and more and more just for a millisecond. But it's beautiful. And hear the boat go. Woo! Hello everybody, welcome back to the Pursuit of Happiness, Tea Talk, the Pursuit of Happiness. Right now we're not too happy because the Google Maps link that they put down as my pickup in order for me to go back home is different to what the stated pickup location is. So I don't even know if I can get home safely. But I guess now I have to chill out and we'll figure it out. Love and bless. Alright, so we were actually able to get onto the bus and it's gonna be 12 midnight soon. So everyone on the bus is sleeping, so I don't want to talk too loud. But yeah, really tired. Just ready to jump in bed and just sleep and knock out. I'll catch you guys another time. Love and bless. Alright guys, so this has been so today is one day after I went on a trip. So today's the next day. Honestly, I don't know. I think I am so overworked to a point where I'm so burnt out and I just feel like it's not going anywhere. I'm going to be completely honest, right? That's what I've always said. I'm always going to be completely honest with you guys in this series because I want to find out through being honest and truthful to myself what happiness is. Maybe I just don't know what happiness is. Maybe I'm just not going to figure it out. I don't know. But came back from the trip and I was so tired I was so tired I couldn't even breathe. Like breathing felt difficult. Like could you imagine that? And then today I had uni in the morning and then went straight to work. And now I'm back home trying to make more content. And I just feel like, sometimes you just want to give up. I'm gonna keep going, but I just feel like I want to give up. And maybe I just don't know what happiness is. I'm sorry to leave you guys on this note, but love and bless.